Welcome to the Bank of North Dakota's College Save Summer Reading Champions webinar. My name is Lexi Whitehorn, and I'm the literacy specialist here at the State Library. And with me today is James Barnhart from the Bank of North Dakota, and he's going to be talking to us about their Summer Reading Champions program and how to use it to just bump up your summer reading programs. A few quick notes before we get started. This session is being recorded and will be available to watch afterwards on our YouTube channel and through Niche Academy. Please keep your mics on mute. We will have a Q&A session at the end, but if you don't want to speak or you don't want to come on camera, please feel free to put it in our chat and I will do your speaking for you. And without further ado, I'd like to introduce James Barnhart. Thank you, James, for being with us today.
All right. Well, thank you, Lexi, for putting on this webinar. Appreciate everybody who's taking the time to jump on and more than likely get a refresher on what the College Save Summer Reading Champions program is all about. If not, you're hearing about it for the first time. We've been doing this in partnership with the State Library and as many libraries across the state for, my gosh, probably coming up on nearly a decade now. So it's been very impactful and beneficial. Last year, the certificates redemptions were near 1,000. So we'll kind of cover how you guys can distribute those, what it means to be participating as part of the Summer Reading Champions program, and of course, what College Save is. So as Lexi mentioned, I work at the Bank of North Dakota. I'm the College Save Plan Director. I've been operating the program for the state since probably 2006 and have been at the bank for over 20 years. So, it's a very passionate program for us at the bank. Really, the objective of this is just to tie into your existing summer reading programs and what the state libraries offer and Beanstack and all that stuff. And it's just an add-on to that. It's not a separate program or anything. It's just to encourage people to follow through with your summer reading programs and give them an incentive at the end of it, and also encourage them to learn more about college savings and the state of North Dakota's College Save program. So with that, we refreshed the elements last year. We're keeping with the same design elements, and what you're looking at right now is basically a fact sheet that Lexi sent out this morning along with a timeline. We're pretty consistent about what we've been doing. We have the website at Bank of North Dakota, which is where you would go, and all of this same fact information is there along with a registration link. And you just click on the registration link and quickly enter in, the information we're requesting to register you as a library in order that we can send you materials to help promote summer reading, to help promote the Summer Reading Champions program. Those materials are very simple. It's a few posters, depending on the size of your library and the information you're entering. It's bookmarks to put in all of your packets that you're distributing as part of your summer reading program. And it's a parent card promoting the Summer Reading Champions program and telling people what they need to do in order to complete your program and ultimately get a certificate that they can redeem. And I'll cover that certificate and what it looks like here in just a few minutes. So the College Save Summer Reading Program has been very consistent through the years. Essentially, it's all of the people that complete your summer reading program. You send those names to Lexi at the State Library. The State Library puts everybody into regions, and then we select 10 $529 College Save readers, and then we deposit that money into their new or existing 529 College Save Plan account. So, and now that I think about it, we've been doing this program for quite some time. We've probably distributed $50,000 now in scholarships to young readers, right? And it's amazing how much comments and how much feedback we get from summer reading people saying, are you doing it again? How do I participate? How can I get that $10 into my existing account? And they do it year over year over year over year. So it's really, really neat to see how this program has kind of taken on a life of its own with young families and their young readers. So the other incentive is, of course, upon completion of it, you do get a certificate that you give to all of the parents and children that do complete it, and then they just have to turn that in. And I'll cover that here in a little bit more detail in a second. So obviously, we administer the program, covered how the scholarships are being selected, what B&D is going to provide in terms of scholarships, in terms of the redeemable certificates. The posters, the parent card, and the bookmark. We also, after you register, we will do social media posts and geo-target your library's region to encourage people to go to the library and sign up for your summer reading program and ultimately, participate in the College Save Summer Reading Champions add-on to your summer program. This, as you go down this, and again, you guys already have this distributed to you, what the state library is doing in their involvement. Lexi, at some point this summer, will be sending out a spreadsheet with the information that we're requesting from all the people that do complete your summer reading programs. And it's pretty simple. Parents' names, children's name, email address, and a phone number so that we can thank people for participating and we can contact the winners that we're selecting as part of the summer reading program. So we're not requesting a lot of information. It helps us then encourage people to learn more and thank them for participating in summer reading and thanking their children for doing such a great job in getting involved with your libraries. What you need to know, the website is right there, bnd.nd.gov/summer reading. When we open registration up, which is going to be April 8th this year, it's only a week or so later than we normally do, and that's because we are relaunching a brand new website at the Bank of North Dakota. So rather than have you guys all go to the old website and we have to transfer the information, we're just going to open up registration a week later when we launch our new Bank of North Dakota website. So we will be sending out an email, or at least I'll be sending out an email to all the libraries that have registered in the past. And then Lexi, obviously, if you want to send out on that date, to everybody through your normal channels, that it's open to registration, that would be fantastic. You're just providing name of library, contact, mailing address, approximate number of summer readers, so we can get you the appropriate materials, how many bookmarks and posters and parent cards that you need. For the larger libraries, if you're on right now, obviously we can't supply you with 4,000 bookmarks, but we do send you hundreds, if not 1,000, bookmarks and parent cards, and then feel free to make additional copies or distribute just as many as you possibly can. Hopefully you can make do with what we're able to provide you. And obviously for the smaller libraries, anything under 1,000, we're able to supply you and you can distribute, all the materials to everybody that you need. Also on here, just about Bank of North Dakota and the College Save program, which I'll just talk real briefly about, right? It's a state-run program. It gives people the ability to save for future higher education expenses with a tax-deferred program, never paying taxes for qualified withdrawals. There's an in-state tax deduction. We have 3 grant programs for North Dakota residents and their children, a new baby match, non-income $200 based match for newborns, a $100 non-income based match for kindergarten age children, and then a $300 income-based match that 4 out of families qualify for, and children up to 16 years old can get that particular match. So very robust program, lots of flexibility. People can save money and use the money for in-state or out-of-state schools, all types of programs, a portion of student loans, VOTEC programs, apprenticeship programs. It's growing and becoming a stronger and stronger program every year that we keep doing this. So that's what the College Save program is and why we're trying to promote it to as many families as possible. We have obviously, thousands of people that register and open up new accounts every year. And we have thousands of people that actually participate and get the grants from us every year. And then we do promotions like this throughout the year where we're giving out scholarships, for people to encourage them to learn more about the program. So with that, I'm going to slide down a little bit further. And this is the timeline that Lexi also sent out, talking about when to register. We close registration on May 10th. So try to get registered before then. Again, towards the end, if I haven't seen your registration and you usually have registered, I'll send out a final reminder. Between May 13th and the 24th, we'll try to get all the bookmarks, posters, and parent cards that you're distributing to everybody, so that you have it before your summer reading programs start. And then, follow the rest of this guidance on the timeline for when we're going to be doing, other things, distributing the certificates. So the certificate, that's what I'm going to jump to next, right? The certificate is what we send via email, probably the beginning of June, because some summer reading programs start sooner than others and they end sooner than others. So, what I'm showing you right now is actually the parent card. So this will be coming to you. It's just basically talking about what that add-on is, what you're going to receive for completing your summer reading program at each library. There's a QR code to learn more and take you to our website, and then talking a little bit about College Save. And then this is the summer reading certificate. As per always, the front of it is you putting their name on the certificate and giving it to them, and then telling them what they win, which is $10 into a new account or $25 into an existing account, as well as getting everybody entered into the larger drawing of 10 $529 scholarships. On the back, again, QR code so they can go and redeem the certificate, information on the plan, contact information if they have questions, and then they can always submit this as well by paper or just go online to redeem it. Early on when we started the promotion, everything was redeemed via paper. Over the years, we're now getting about 80% of things redeemed online. So that takes away from us having to enter in a lot of information if it's already redeemed online. And as you can see from the scissors marks, people can keep the certificate with their completion on the other side. And if they want to cut this off and mail this in, they may be able to do that. So that's the certificate. I email that out to all the registered libraries sometime in June. And then you can just print those off front to back, either in color or not in color. It's entirely up to you. And then, of course, you just print off however many you need, depending on how many people are completing your summer reading program, or if you're having an event at the end of summer, which I know libraries used to do quite often. I don't know how many libraries do an end of summer wrap-up party anymore, but you can distribute them how you see fit. And then this, of course, is the bookmark, just redesigned the last year, and then some stuff where children, are encouraged to, put in the books they love and what they would recommend to everybody. And feel free to distribute those to parents that are participating. But if not, just put them out on your counter, and anybody that wants to take one, fantastic. And then, of course, this is the poster. And again, we will send a handful of these just depending on the size of the library and how many people that you have participating. And all of that will go out at the same time. So I am going to pop out and just stop sharing that, and then share the website real quick. So this is the Bank of North Dakota's website. Should be popping up here in a second. Give me a head nod, Lexi, when you see it. All right. So this is where you go, and this is where, all that information that we're also sending you separately is located. And then there's the giant registration, register your library link. You just click on that, and that takes you in to register your library. Please don't do till April 8th. If you do, we'll still get it and keep it, but let's hold off until April 8th when we launch our new website. Library name, address, your name so we know who to contact, an approximate number of participants, and then how you would like to try to we'll tag you on any of your social media presence that you share with us, and we'll also look up your library. But if you have Instagram or some others that are harder to find, share those addresses with us, and we will obviously tag you in order to promote summer reading, as best we possibly can, and encourage people to go to your library and get involved. Let me take a peek here. See what I'm missing. Yeah, talked about, they can redeem that certificate by mailing or just going online. Obviously, we get a ton of redemptions, and we get them all the way up till the December 31st deadline. We get people that obviously just set it aside and forget to send it in. So we get them all throughout the year up until the very end. Lexi, as we talked about, you're going to be sending out the formatted document on how people can complete that and get it into you, so that it lessens some effort on your end to compile all the regions. So we'll leave that up to you communicating to them. And then, obviously we randomly choose the winners on that timeline. Let's take a peek here. I think we said probably September or October. Let me take a peek. What's our timeline telling us? Yeah, we want all those data sheets sent to Lexi by early September, by mid-September, and then we will announce the winners, sometime in October. And then we can also do a press release and send that to you at the libraries, that you can then send to your local newspapers, if you want to, get some more promotion for your library and your summer reading program, and the fact that a local winner, won that large award into their College Save account. So just follow these timelines and the registration formula, and we will, we'll be all set. I will open it up for questions. I know there was one question that Lexi informed me of. Opening up a College Save account is required to redeem the certificate. Having a College Save account is not required to participate in summer reading, obviously, or even to participate in this program. But in order to redeem the certificate for $25 for a new account, or $10 for an existing account, obviously they have to have a College Save account specifically. You do not need to come to Bismarck and come to the state-owned Bank of North Dakota. We only have one location. We are a state agency. You can just go online to the College Save website, and like 90% of all other individuals, just complete it online, enroll, get your kids signed up for the account, hopefully start contributing, and then share that account number with us through that redemption process. And then we will get the new account funded or the existing account funded. There's also an option to print off a paper enrollment under manage accounts and forms. And you can find a paper document that can be completed and mailed to our processing center to open up a new College Save account. But participation in this program, Summer Reading, and the Summer Reading Champions program, you do not have to have a College Save account. It's just about being able to redeem that, or ultimately, if you're chosen as a $529 scholarship winner, again, you would have to have a College Save account so that we can put the money into the account. So I think I pretty much covered everything. I so appreciate you guys being patient, using this program over the years. Like I said, I mean, over 10,000 probably redemptions over the years, and then over $50,000 in the main scholarship handed out to winners. And obviously that money is being used for them going to college. So we're super excited to continue the partnership and appreciate everything that you guys do and that the State Library and Lexi does to assist us with the process. So with that, Lexi, I'll let you take it if you have a particular question that you want me to answer, or if anybody does have questions.
Well, I do have a couple questions. Just as you were talking, they came up. And if anybody else online, if you have questions, please feel free to either raise your hand or to put it in the chat, and we'll go from there. So you had talked about setting up the account and how they can do that online or through that registration paper form. do they need to put money in right away when they create that account?
Right. So with all college save plan accounts, the $25 minimum to open up the account is required or requested. That being said, people will sometimes not follow through with that. And we will still keep their account open and not close that. The idea obviously behind using this investment plan is to start saving for college. So yes, I mean, part of the enrollment process is to contribute the minimum $25, but we're not going to stop people from having an account opened if they do not do that.
Okay. And if a student is one of our winners of the $529, and they don't have an account at the time, can parents still sign up after the fact to redeem it?
Oh yeah, absolutely. In
Okay.
fact, we probably, early on when we were starting to promote College Save, in the early 2000s, mid 2000s, most people did not have an account. We have over 50,000 plus accounts now. So we're really running about 50-50 for any program that we're doing, any marketing campaign like this that we're doing, any add-on like this that we're doing. Probably of the 10, 6 of them will already have accounts and 4 won't. They can just open up an account after the fact and share their information with us, and then we'll get it funded.
Awesome. And this is for ages 0 to 18?
Right. So
Okay.
the adult account owner has to be 18 years old or older to enroll and open up an account for the named beneficiary. That named beneficiary is generally younger than 18, but you can also open up an account for an 18-year-old if you wanted to manage that investment. There is no time limit on saving for college, and you can even open up an account for yourself and name yourself as the beneficiary if you wanted to save for future higher education expenses, for yourself to go to graduate school or get a master's degree or continue your, education. There's really no age or time limit on opening up a college save account.
Okay. And college students cannot participate in the summer reading champions because they are out of high school.
Right. Yeah, I don't even
Correct.
think
Okay.
that, the summer reading program guidelines are per the library. And I don't believe libraries allow children of that age to participate in their summer reading programs. So,
Some libraries have adult programs that they do, like adult summer reading programs.
mhm.
So that's just why I had asked that one. And
Yeah,
then
I would, let me just, hang on a second. Well, since we're covering that, let's just take a look real quick here. Um, Hang on a second. Let me just pull it up. Our contest rules are on our website. And I believe in the past, per discussions with the state library over the years, I believe there might be an age limit. But I can get back to you guys on that and you can share it with whoever participated in this.
perfect. And then my last question I have for students to receive the certificate, do they need to finish the library's reading program or can they just participate? So like, for example, if a library's reading program is, students have to read 10 books. If a student only reads 7, would they still be eligible for your certificate?
That is entirely up to the librarian or the program director if they want to allow somebody to complete that library summer reading program without meeting the parameters. We look to the libraries for them to tell you who has completed and for them to hand out the certificate. This program is just an add-on. It's an incentive to encourage those kids to read the 10 books rather than the 7, but it's up to the librarian's discretion if they want to say that that child completed their summer reading program. We are perfectly fine with that and that's acceptable. That's at their discretion.
Perfect. Anybody online have any questions? please feel free to just come off of mute or put your questions in the chat.
And while we're pausing here, I'm just going to take a look at our official rules, which we, change every year, but really we're just changing dates and things of that nature because the program has been very, very consistent over the years. So, I'm not really seeing an age limit on that. I think we left it up to if the summer reading program that the library offers has, that particular age group, then I guess they would be allowed to participate. So I'm not seeing that we capped the age limit. But I will go through this a little more thoroughly. And if I do find that we capped it, I'll reach out. If not, doesn't look like we have a particular age limit on it.
Okay.
But really
Awesome.
not the general audience that we're looking to get. Maybe that adult would then name a child as a beneficiary to give them that money, right? Then, that'd be awesome. But I would think it's few and far between for adults wanting to participate, but you never know.
Perfect. Well, we don't have any other questions in the comments. So thank you so much, James, for coming on and talking to us about the program and partnering with the state library for this program for many, many years. And I'm excited to see the numbers that we have for this year and to select our 10 winners.
Well, thank you. And again, I can't say enough about the summer reading program. We're glad we can be a small part of encouraging kids to read. And everybody all the way up to our bank president loves this program. And we're thrilled to be a part of it. So thank you so much. And just reach out to me if you have other questions, and we'll start looking for registrations and getting information out.
All right. Sounds great. Thank you all for participating.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.